What is going on, you guys? A21 Mayo here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 27 of the Viewer VoD Review series. You can find links to all my social media as well as my Patreon and tip video playlist down below. I would greatly appreciate you guys go check out those links. With all of that being said, let's jump into episode number 27 of the Viewer VoD Review.
We need to rotate on.
Alright, so let's see here. So far, pretty good barb placement. I would kind of try to bring that barb on hookah door a little bit further back, because they can melee the barricade and the barb at the same time, or Zofia impact it, or Ash charge it. So they can pretty much get the barricade and the barbed wire at the same time. So maybe change that a little bit, bring it back a little bit more. But so far, barbed wire placement on Cool Vibe was also pretty good. That doesn't work. So what he's trying to do here, he's trying to break the glass on the barricade. And once you shoot a barricade once with the glass in it, there's going to be a bullet hole through the barricade and as well as the glass. So if you keep shooting through the same bullet hole, you're going to be shooting through a bullet hole. You're not going to be hitting the glass anymore. So you have to shoot around the barricade and try your best not to break a sliver of the barricade, because that will allow the attackers maybe to get a very, very easy pick off of it, just because they might go and repel or peek through that hole. So
Where does one hold this dock in this map?
Rule of thumb for trying to break glass on barricades. That is Billard's repel. Buck is going in office.
Where is he?
Buck is office.
On roof, I hear one. Yeah, Buck hasn't done anything yet.
Probably, he might be Skylight.
Alright, your team is missing a hookah reinforcement in the middle, which is very, very crucial.
Oh, Buck's playing below.
One just broke either sunrise window or blue bar window.
Yo, Mouse, you want to go back to site and I'll go downstairs?
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna get watched.
Alright, we're a minute 30 into the round. There's been no picks on coastline, which is very uncommon,
Luggage clear or not?
especially when you have accurate
from
intel
my
on
angle,
people.
yes.
Alright, so there's the first pick, actually. That's on the cap
You
can.
just shot me, bro. Where are they at?
Bro, I keep yawning, holy shit.
You need help, you said?
That might be Aqua Barricade? Yeah, that was.
Yo, Mozzie, if you can move
Alright.
to luggage window, they're on Aquabow.
Okay, so you are in a horrible position here. Not only because you're pinched between Aqua and Hookah, and also the hallway, so you have 3 pinches that the attackers can perform on you, but also you're sitting on a soft wall that you were just droned on. So they could spam that wall very easily, and one bullet can hit your head and you're dead, just because you didn't reposition. I mean, your dock, you could overheal, try to cross, or try to take gunfights if you're confident enough, but you're kind of in a bad spot here.
Luggage clear?
You're in a very bad
Moss is
spot.
there.
No, they're in Aqua now.
Yo! No my dead. That's diffuser. Diffuser Aqua.
Dang.
I did ping. Yo, Mozzie. Oh, I'm gonna give you stims if you come back to site.
Yeah, good dad. I mean, fucking
Luggage.
Luggage? I have an angle. Oh, okay, nice. Good shit.
Good round. Good round. But yeah, main thing to cover on this round right here is your positioning. Firstly, you're kind of running around a lot. I would try to find a secure location, maybe behind Aqua Bar or the Billards Bar. But then again, you also have to keep in mind that most of the positions that you want to play on this map are not going to be secure for the entire round. Especially the hookah position, just because the middle wall where the rotation hole is soft. So that's going to be a very, very hard position to play. And then also your positioning on the aqua wall there in Billards. I would also maybe try to reposition there a little bit as well. Try not to sit on a soft wall. You could probably take gunfights there if you know no one's ruins. or pushing hookah. Main worry there is aqua and hallway, because you have the barricades for hookah and you have barbed wire on cool vibes. So you have audio cues for those positions if the attackers do want to push that area. But overall, a good round. You stuck down in sight, kind of hunkered, turtled there, and you guys won the round. So I can't say much else. Good job on you and your team. All right, you just got spotted, and the only so one thing to go forward, and this is for everyone. If you're starting to get spotted, like in an area, and especially an area like this, there's really only two places the drone could be coming from. It could either be from the lobby door, or it could be in the bathroom drone hole to your left, in the bottom left of the bathroom. And you don't hear a drone over there. Sound very well could not be working because it is siege sound. But my guess would be there's probably a drone underneath this barricade somewhere. So maybe try to hunt drones a little bit there, especially when you're on an operator like Mozzie, Rook, Doc, where you don't have a lot of utility to put down. You kind of have the flexibility to reinforce, put down your barbed wire or bulletproof, in this case the Doc, and then go look for drones. That's usually what you should do, but not always. But just a rule of thumb for the future. To kind of, because it's very, very important to shoot drones as much as you can. Especially when in the prep phase, when they are pretty much just like giving you the drones. Alright, so again, not very good barb placement here on the service door. You're putting your barb way too far up. And so what will happen is, the way that this is placed, look at this. You can see the barbed wire clipping through the door here, 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 and all over the place. It's on the other side of the door. So what you're allowing the defenders, or the attacker, sorry, to do, you're allowing them to break the barricade and the barbed wire at the same time. And even if they shoot open the barricade and the barbed wire is still here, they can still melee the barbed wire from the left or right side without you being able to see them. All you'll pretty much see is their hand, because the barbed wire is sticking outside of the service door. So try to back that barbed wire up a little bit. And also, with barbed wire, I've covered it many times in this series, but there's choke points in map engineering. And this wide open area might not seem like a choke point, but it actually is. Because if you look at service itself, I need to play the video. There we go. Okay, so if you look at this right now, most people would think that this area right here isn't a choke point just because of how large it is. There's no really like alleyways or corridors or hallways or anything like that. But there actually is a choke point. And the desk is a part of that choke point. If you offset the barbed wire to the left a little bit, so that way they can't run past it this way, and they also can't run through it, right through it. You're allowing the desk to also act as an object that they have to overcome. So if you offset the barb over here to the left a little bit, they are either forced to vault the desk, which will also give you an advantage. Because they have to look at the desk in order to vault it, which means that they won't be able to take the gunfight, obviously. And also, if they don't try to go over the desk, then they have to go through the barbed wire. Either way, the barbed wire will make a sound, hopefully. That's all in the best case scenario, because again, we are talking about siege sound here. But hopefully, the barbed wire will make sound either way, if they decide to vault up on the desk, or if they try to go through the barbed wire. So something to keep in mind, for this specific location with barbed wire.
Hey, yo, we'll get one more reinforcement. Continue.
5 seconds. I got it.
Alright, another thing, you don't need to reinforce all 4 of these kitchen walls. I've covered it as well in this series. There's no reason to reinforce these 2 walls, or sometimes this one if you're running a very specific strat, because you can hold lobby, you can hold kitchen from lobby through this wall, yeah, definitely don't reinforce the far right to reinforcements on kitchen wall. It's an absolutely waste of a reinforcement. And What you could do with those reinforcements is instead put them on the sunrise wall here through the wall, through this kitchen door on the other side. Those 2 couch walls in sunrise, so that way the attackers can't buck or sledge or open, breach charge, whatever it is. That way they can't open that wall and cut off the lobby rotation. Because I've said it, I know I keep saying I've said it time and time again, but angles like this cut off half of the map's rotations. So either you're forced to take the gunfight and to cross from lobby to site, bathroom, or vice versa, going bathroom to lobby. You're forced to take a gunfight, or you're also forced to rotate all the way upstairs and come down Cool Vibe or drop Courtyard or wherever you're trying to go. But either way, I would definitely take those kitchen walls and put them on the sunrise wall.
Bomb located by Op 4.
Watch out for journal.
I have a free place sniper over behind service.
Oh, quick, see that service key?
Piper, what? In a minute, Piper. She just went out.
Just try to stop vertical play. That's about it. It should be
Is anyone
All right.
moving?
We're 30 seconds into the round.
Oh shit.
Nice, Jax. Come back to site, come back to site. You got your pick.
Big dicks.
We're 30 seconds into the round. This is lagging. Okay, so what I wanted to say. We're 30 seconds into the round. If they were going to rush, which is always a possibility, you never really know. But if they were going to rush, they would have already done it. So instead of looking around, looking at your teammates, shooting objects, breaking stuff, instead of doing that, you should be on cams. So that way you're at least feeding intel to the people that are off-site. So that way your whole team can adjust their positioning to their push. Because it happens a lot in ranked where people don't shoot default cams. And you get free intel off of it, especially if you don't ping and just use your voice. Use your voice instead of pinging. That's what I always say. Unless someone's planting and they need a ping in order to shoot them or nitro them, that's really the only time. But yeah, instead of like just burning time pretty much in sight, you should be on cams there. Yo, Panda, thank you for the 500 bits. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, there's 3 kids on me, bro.
It's okay.
They all pushed offices.
You got a pick and you wasted your time.
Shut up. It still sucks that I died. I didn't waste any time. Literally 0 time.
Yeah, he didn't waste that much time, to be honest with you.
Probably gonna go for bathroom.
This is lagging so much.
They're drawing out sunrise right now.
Bro, what is happening to this video?
Well, we can't
Yeah,
do vertical play.
but again, that Jaeger didn't waste enough time at all. In my eyes, he only wasted like 10 seconds because it takes the attackers 40 to 60 seconds to even enter the building, do anything. Alright, I don't know how that happens, but it happened. You guys should definitely be, you guys should have like maybe someone in either bathroom or lobby. Either way, they should hear that thermite charge being placed.
They fucking naded it for 0 reason at all.
Well, where's the name?
They're droning up out top.
If he gets this one, we're fucking fucked.
Yes, bro. Freak that shit open.
Sunrise, in sunrise.
I'm watching if they enter.
Can't get slow.
Okay, prone holding an angle here is not a good idea at all because even though you're on level ground with whoever peeks the kitchen door, you're still going to be at a disadvantage because you're prone. So you're looking up. If I can draw like a little, I don't know, let's just say this is the attacker and this is you, the defender. So if you're down here and he's up here, you're going to be holding a much harder angle in order to shoot him in the head. But he's going to be able to see most of your body, if not all of your body. And he also has the movement speed of walking. You have the movement speed of a fucking turtle right now when you're prone. And you're also a 3 speed, so you're going to make a lot more noise, indicating that you are prone. So many different factors go into it. So if you're going to hold an angle like this, either hold it crouch or prone. Because if you're going to be stuck in a corner, you need to have the mobility, because you have no cover at all right here. You have none. If you had a shield there, I could understand it maybe.
Oh,
something like that.
Oh, above. No.
He's walking in, walking
You
in,
should be
walking in.
expecting
I
him to
couldn't
be
do anything, I was
above.
dead.
Yeah, like, firstly, you heard the first breaching charge go off, and you should also hear breaching charges being placed. It's a very faint, but, unique sound cue in this game. Every single animation has their own unique sound cue. And once you start playing the game more and more and paying attention to sound cues, you will understand what each of them mean and indicate. So you should definitely hear that breach charge being placed above you. And you should also be expecting that to be placed because they already blew, I think, 2 breaching charges above you before they...
Hookah, I mean, Kovac.
So there's 1. There's
Oh,
2. So they blew up 1 before the one that got blown up above you. But you should be expecting that. I actually heard the breaching charge being placed on the floor anyway. So definitely a sound cue. If you don't know what it sounds like, watch a video that they're like, practice it maybe, hearing the sound cue, because it's a very unique sound cue, and something like that shouldn't happen. Also, you shouldn't be in that spot in the first place. So round 2, again, positioning is the main thing I would say, and maybe just like a little bit of nitpicking on my end would be to get on cameras if you're not doing anything in sight with utility or deconstructing the map with like a smoke shotgun or something. So definitely get on cams, and also positioning again.
no
Okay,
clue.
there we go. Alright, yeah, but to touch on my thought, last round you had a Mozzie, which in my eyes isn't really an intel op. What I consider an intel op is an operator that gives solid intel. Because if you put your Mozzie pests in the wrong spot, or they all just get shot, that means you have absolutely no intel. Until Mozzie hacks a drone, he's a counter intel operator, like a mute. Okay? So, it's not guaranteed intel.
2 roamers are good enough, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's a bad spot to get on cams, but I'm happy you're on
Sucks, let me know if
cams.
you need help.
So you're 20 seconds into the round and you're prone top white on cams. Not a good position to be in at all for cameras. Because how common is it for someone on the attacking side to pre-place a drone top white? It's very, very common. Especially in plat elo, which by looking at your charm, you're in plat. So I would put good money down that most of the time there is going to be a pre-placed drone top white, and if there isn't, then hey, so be it. But it's very, very predictable for there to be a drone there, and if they spot you there, someone can just go and white repel on the window right behind you, and that's a free kill. They ping you, the guy breaks a barricade while you're on cams, you don't hear a thing, and you're dead, simply because you weren't thinking ahead in the sense of common places for drones to be, common places for the attackers to take map control from.
They pushed offices again, bro. They're fucking bad as shit. They triple drone me out.
I'm trying to look for a drone right now. Alright, so you know one is outside the Lambo,
Already?
which the Lambo, if you guys don't know, is the lobby door. Lambo is obviously the
Good shit,
foreign
Sax.
the foreign whip outside the lobby door.
I need help. I'm stuck where I am.
You got vigil with you, go.
Give me a second. I don't see anyone.
Oh, we got thermite and Kovac running down hallway.
Man, go back to kitchen, man.
He hopped in guardian.
Ooh, you're dead.
Guys, in office, yeah.
Your Jaeger needs help. You should be helping this guy.
Vigil, bro. He's in main lobby. I thought you were there.
I know, but no one was there.
You said nothing, bro. Thermite just flanks me from there. You gotta do your job, man.
Bruh. This is lagging so much.
Let him walk out the door.
That guy's a free kill there, by the way. You should be You should be challenging that. Because you have such an advantage, it's unreal. And also, if you hear him get on rappel there, it might be a good idea to maybe drop and run out office window or door. There is a possibility. I think, yeah, there is 2 people there. The thermite killed the Jaeger, and then the Zofia, which just rotated out, is on Aquabelk. So, Aquabelk repel. So, there's a possibility of 2 people being there, but If I were you in this situation, I probably would have taken the chance on it. This is lagging so much.
They're droning out aquarium right now. They're droning out aquarium. Can't shoot it out right one. Just get to a point where you're able to swing it right when I tell you to. Oh, in luggage.
Let me know when to swing.
You know what to do. In. She's in. Swing now. She's in luggage now. Too late. Rotate around.
Your teammate keeps telling you what to do. You don't have enough time to rotate around. Okay, you have really two important decisions here to make. Okay? When you are roaming, when there's limited time like this, you have to make a decision fast. There's no time for stalling here. So you have two very important decisions here to make. It's either you react off the intel of your teammate calling Zofia in luggage, or you go back site. Because if you walk down this hallway, you have absolutely no idea where the last two remaining attackers are at. You only know where one out of the three are at, and that person is in luggage. So, if I were you, I would probably take that 1v1 on solid concrete intel off of that Zofia, just because of the intel that is being fed to you. Because right now, it's either you take a gunfight, kill someone, die, or sorry, you take a gunfight, you kill someone, you stay alive, you kill someone, you die, whatever the situation is, but you have to make a decision. Rotating down this hallway could be the difference between you winning or losing this round here. Simply because the last two attackers could be pinching, they could be, you know, whatever it may be. Even if your team refrags here, if one of your teammates dies, then one of the attackers dies, one of your teammates dies, and then this last attacker kills this guy, then guess what? It's a 1v2 and they have full site control. So you have an important decision to make here.
Shit, Zofia 90.
Yeah, see. That was not a good idea at all. One, you don't have any cover in that hallway. Two, you're not reacting off intel, which is very important in a game like Siege and when you're roaming to react off intel. Those are two huge things that you just messed up on, and they got you killed, and you might lose a round because of it. You were the only flanker here, the only roamer in this situation, and not reacting off of the solid info that was being fed to you on the Zofia and luggage got you killed pretty much. So that's something to keep in mind. The next time you are in a situation like that, when you're 30 seconds left in the rounds, you have someone right next to you, a room away, 2 rooms away, and you're being fed solid info. It's either you rotate off site and play the execute from the attackers, or you try to go kill that guy. Either way, you didn't make the right decision here, in my opinion. Obviously, this is all my opinion and from my experience, but definitely something to keep in mind. Yeah. See, you guys lost the round.
What he's doing back there when the leader over here.
You guys lost the round.
Bro, there was 3 seconds left. 3v4.
Almost exactly what I said happened. Pretty much, the Zofia killed you. She rotated probably down white stairs, maybe cool vibe stairs.
I can't see my weapons or
They refragged off of site control, and it was a 2v1, and I think they killed the last guy. So pretty much exactly what happened that the attackers were going to do happened. Alright, so unfortunately, round number 3, round number 4 was very laggy. I don't know what the issue is. There's some issue with the recording, so I can't really review it because it was literally a slideshow. So I had to skip that round. I'm hoping that this round is a little bit better and smoother in frame rate, because the video consistency is not very good. I don't know what's happening, but it's lagging like every second. I'm getting like 1 frame every half a second.
no, my,
Docs and hookah?
Yeah, it was last seen hookah slash billiard.
Meister dead. Meister dead.
Alright, so another good pick by you. Only thing I would say so far in the round is peeking a vertical hole after it was just opened isn't very good. But I can't really say much just because you are Zofia. You're not like a Buck or a Sledge that has the main purpose of playing vertically. And if you don't get all that utility out before you die, then it's going to be a very, very big upset, especially if you're trying to do a full upstairs control and try to apply as much vertical pressure as you can. I got 2 really good picks by you. And another thing to point out here, if you are playing vertically, so there's 2 out of the 3 defenders spotted. So you're gonna have to take that 50-50 chance that this guy probably won't have a nitro cell. He could, he couldn't. You never know. I think it's a smoke or a mute because they tried to shotgun you. It might be a pulse shotgun. I didn't really hear the sound. It was very muffled through the floor. But the chances are that I want to say this is maybe a smoke because you haven't encountered any mute jammers yet. And your team hasn't called out any mute jammers. So
That's already 3 picks.
I might be wrong. I might be right. Who knows? But that's something to take into account the next time you are playing vertically. Alright, your teammate got fried from the Wamai where Maestro was playing, I think.
90. It was 90. Cool vibes. Cool vibes hallway.
Not anymore.
I just saw him.
Somewhere, bro.
Cool vibes hallway.
Alright. Let's see here.
I'm lit as fuck and there's one inside.
It's a smoke.
There's a guy in the bathroom. Let's see.
What, bro?
Alright. Your team doesn't have the diffuser
Yeah,
right now.
smoke in bathroom. In
Yeah,
the
it is a
corner,
smoke.
Left corner's.
Bro, he's not. Wow.
Where's Dom?
Make
Where's
one
Dom?
flip shit. In sunrise, bro. Back sunrise.
Alright. So right now... okay, so I play a lot of Zofia. Most people know I play a lot of Zofia. So... your utility is very, very important right now because you saw the ADS on the bathroom door next to the smoke. And you guys have no utility in order to clear. So what you should do is, since you have a 2v3 situation, you should try your hardest to keep one of each utility, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is, since Maestro's up on the board and the other one is a Jaeger and the last one's a smoke, that means there's only really one piece of utility that you need to get rid of, which is Maestro cams. Maybe there's a smoke with my shield. Who knows? But for right now, you should probably focus on the Maestro cams. Now, if someone is playing either a smoke or my shield, you would want to deal with that first because you need to get rid of that comfortability that the defenders have behind that shield. But to give you and your teammate more flexibility, it would be good to have one impact and one stun in this situation, because in order to win this round, you're probably going to need to take at least one gunfight, and Zofia stuns are very, very good at taking gunfights and winning them. So that's what I would do personally with my utility in this situation. I would try to keep one of each.
I love those fucking cool vibes always.
He's still on sunrise.
Well, what you want me to do? I'm crossfire. This is literally a one
I know, I'm just saying.
There's a smoke in service.
You and your teammate are stalling out way too bad. You guys have to react off info. You cannot sit like this for 20 seconds or anything.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're getting way too focused on the smoke. Okay, so there's a shield there.
There's one upstairs. That's fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah, this is literally an unwinnable round. Unwinnable. You had like 5 seconds left in a 1v2. Yeah, so first big mistake that you and your whole team made, not grabbing the diffuser. You did a really good job by getting 2 opening kills, but you also did a very poor job of keeping the momentum going. So you guys had jungle control, which if you guys don't know what jungle is, it's the outside area, I guess you could say, of bottom cool vibe stairs, which are here, and outside sunrise and kitchen. So this area right here where the blue bar default is up here, that's called jungle. So your team had jungle control, you had lobby control. So that means the defenders have nowhere to go. There's no rotates leading outside. You know that at least Wamai and Smoke are in sight because you saw the Wamai on drone when he drove it into bathroom. He was playing near the kitchen window over here. And you saw the Smoke playing service bathroom area on your drone as well. So the chances of all three defenders being in the bomb site are very, very high. Simply because you haven't been flanked yet. So you kind of had to bank off that info. But you guys didn't keep the momentum going throughout the round. So what I mean by that is you got 2 opening kills, you applied really good vertical pressure, got a pick off of that vertical pressure, you lost a man trying to peek through those holes, and then you dropped a fuser when you dropped into lobby, and you never retrieved it. None of your team retrieved it. So it's very, very important to keep that momentum going. Now, don't get ahead of yourselves. But if you're in a 5v3 situation, you need to keep that momentum going in order to take more map control and maybe get a plant down or get more picks. Okay. Also, paying attention to time. You got so focused on the smoke to the point where it pretty much lost you the round in the game. You need to be looking up at your screen every so often, like when you get on a drone, when you're doing something besides not taking a gunfight, pretty much. When you're going through an animation is also a really good time. All it takes is a quick glance. You know what time you're at in the round. You know how much time you have left, what you need to work with, and how you can work with that time. Okay? And the last thing I want to cover about this round in specific is reacting off info. So you played lobby for, I think, a minute straight, pretty much. You were just droning the smoke over and over for no reason. If you know that area's clear, then you should be trying to take that 1v1. Or you can say, hey, someone stay kitchen door, have someone else rotate to you, so that way if the smoke kills one of you, you can still refrag, and then you know that then you know that Wamai is at least in kitchen, and Doc might be somewhere else in sight. Who knows? You guys didn't have solid info on that Doc this round, at least from your perspective. So yeah, reacting off info, especially when there's like 30 seconds left in a round, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, it's very, very important that you react off the info as fast as you can, because that's the difference between winning or losing a round and winning or losing a game. And you saw a prime example here where you were pretty much going back and forth with the smoke on drone, and he was just wasting your time. He did his job, he didn't peek you, he didn't do anything excessive that he shouldn't have, and he won the round because of it. So that's also something you need to take into account. But that is going to wrap up episode number 27 of the Viewer VoD Review series. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys go check out my social media down below, as well as my Patreon and my tip video playlist. I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.